Thank you. Welcome, everybody. This is Real Late Hours. Yes, that's correct. It's Muskegon's one and only late night talk show. We're here every week interviewing guests from all over West Michigan. We're also universally the only late night talk show completely produced by AI. Her name's Alexis, and she sounds like that. Over here we have Elena.
Hey.
That's Elena. We also have my co-host, the great, the mighty, the powerful, the one, the only, Edward Draven.
Good evening again, my pretties.
That's Ed. Edward, what have you been up to this week?
Let's see. Well, of course, I had band practice again and was fiddling around with the synthesizers.
You know, I love synthesizers and fiddling around with synthesizers. In fact, one of my favorite ones to fiddle around with is that I think it's a realistic that you have or that you use.
It was a 1981 realistic Moog synthesizer.
It's a beautiful synth to play around with. We have a lot of fun. We actually made the intro music together with it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Anything interesting happen at band practice?
Well, of course. Of course, we did our underground magic again.
I'm infinitely intrigued. What is your underground magic again? What do you mean?
Well, we just make music.
How beautifully put. Anything else going on this week with you?
Well, I'm sad that Michael Ramsey's no longer on the commission. Boo-hoo.
Boo! It's famous. We famously do support Michael Ramsey. We wish he would have ran again, but you know.
I'm gonna miss when he screamed at another commissioner and walked out the door.
It was a classic Ramsey moment. As we've
yes,
we've come to call them around here. Everybody has a little Ramsey in them.
He's probably watching blowing his top now.
You think he'd blow his top if he watched Real Late Hours? What do you think he would have to say to us?
What would he say to me?
That's what we want to know. Michael Ramsey was on the city council. City commissioner.
Mm-hmm.
And he got into a little argument during a meeting. And we want him to come on the show. So if he's watching, we're huge supporters, big fans. We would love to have you on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else interesting going on with you, Edward?
Anything else interesting? Well, played some Dungeons and Dragons.
Classic. I actually don't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons.
It's a role-playing game.
Right. There's a multi-sided die, right?
Well, depending on what you use, whether if you use a weapon or use spells, you roll a certain dice and see what kind of damage it does to your opponent. And we go on various adventures. I think the last one was we're fighting off creatures in a swamp.
How much damage did you do to these swamp creatures?
Well, I think I shattered one of them. I didn't do it all myself.
Oh yeah, it was a team effort.
Well, it was already wounded when I shattered it.
Ooh. Just putting the knife in and twisting it, huh?
Yep.
Yep. Well, we have a special episode tonight. Do you guys know?
Let's see. Is it a Tinder episode and a comedian?
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Andrew Tate and digging into the manosphere, and we're gonna find out more about my strong takes and where I see the future of civilization going. But in other news, we have a great guest on tonight. Our guest, I didn't want to mess up the name, Ricarlo Williams-Winston is here with us. He's a stand-up comedian from here in Muskegon, Michigan, making a rise and a come up right now. And we're here to check it out and see what he's all about. We're going to go to a commercial break. One of our wonderful sponsors of the show, you know, paying for the episodes one by one, knocking them out of the park. That's what we do. This is Real Late Hours. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. Thanks for tuning in.
Are you tired of real women? All the needs and all the attention they want? Have you tried Tinder and Bumble and it just keeps failing for you? Well, you're just in luck.
I let my waifu drive for me, and the stereotypes are true.
I have a 1,000-question survey that I spent 6 months on.
Hey, I was drunk when I answered my 1,000-question survey. And I guess that's what they sent me. My wife will hit me with a bet.
And it will find the perfect AI waifu for you.
Cupid AI usually does my laundry very well. Quite recently, she's been giving me mad issues.
So I got a waifu, and I try to have her give me a massage for my feet because it hurts from work all day. She just broke my toes, man. Broke my heart.
I tried going on waifu, and now I gotta go to therapy.
It was not me who put the hex on my neighbor and caused his marriage to fail. It was my Cupid AI who did it.
Push it, push it, push it, yank it,
Push it,
yank
push
it,
it.
yank it, push it, push it, push it, push it.
Welcome back to Real Late Hours, Muskegon's only late night talk show. We have Edward. What did you think about that commercial that we just watched?
It was golden.
It was golden, golden-hearted.
Yes.
Yeah, so speaking of the show, we have a guest that's here with us tonight. He didn't cancel like last week's guest. We're not going to name names, but you guys ready?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
All right, let's bring him out. We have Ricarlo Williams-Winston, everybody. Give it up one time. What's up, bro? Welcome to the show.
Oh, jeez. I meant to do that. That was part of the comedy.
Yeah, that's right. Ricarlo,
Yes.
what brings you on the show?
I'm just here to talk about RJN Comedy. That's my production company, and just comedy in the area in general, and I guess talk about myself too.
Yeah, let's start with RJN Comedy. What is that all about?
Yeah, so RJN Comedy is my production company. It's named after my kids, Ricarlo Jr., Jayla, and Nova, so RJN. We've been producing shows in the area for about a year now. And we're doing some pretty dope things. Like we did the Canna Comedy Bash at Indigo.
Oh yeah.
So that was dope because it was out in the bowl, so like people were smoking while we were doing the show.
That's
And
amazing.
it was just a great vibe. We're currently doing shows out at the Starlight Room on Airline Road. So.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the Starlight Room.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful out there.
What
It's
a
just
wonderful
dope
venue
space.
for us to have in West Michigan. If you've not checked out a show, I highly recommend go to an event. There's nothing but great productions going on there.
Starlight Room is awesome.
Yeah.
It's like this hidden gem that we have here in Muskegon.
Yeah, we are very blessed to have Dan, who set that up, and his team putting in the work for a place like that. You can, just so people, if they don't know, you can. There's a bunch of packages as a performing artist you can unlock there, from live video to live streaming.
Yeah.
Just a wonderful, amazing asset for West Michigan. Super into it. So you have a regular comedy event going on there.
Yeah. So we have a series set up for next year. It's going to be Funny Fridays at Starlight Room.
Nice.
And it's going to be the fourth Friday of every month. So our next one is going to be January 26th.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So fourth Friday every month, go check out the Starlight Room with RJN Comedy and Ricarlo here.
Yeah, I'm hosting them. I host all the shows and
Nice.
bring all the headliners and features in from all over Michigan.
What can
and
we
the
expect to see at some of these shows?
So our next show is we have Chris Young. He currently has a dry bar special that has I think 5 million views currently or something like that. Yeah, and then do we have Justin Pettick is featuring for him. He's from the Detroit area, super funny up-and-coming comedian.
Very cool.
And we most of our shows are local, well not local, but from Michigan headliners and features.
Okay.
So trying to get like that local feel to it.
Very cool. So you have local events coming up. Let's get into what got you into stand-up comedy, or where is this?
Right.
How long have you been doing it?
Yeah. So I've been performing for about 10 years now, actually. So I've been at it for a while, and I got into it because I was always like the funny guy with my friends, like the funny dude in the friend group.
Yeah.
So I was like, I want to see if I'm actually funny or if I'm just funny with my friends. So the first time I did it, they were doing shows at Sherman Bowling Alley. So
Back Alley Comedy.
Yep, Back Alley Comedy Club. Yep, I used to manage that.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
So first time I did it was about 300 people or so.
Yeah.
And I went up there, and luckily it went well, because probably if I had bombed, I would never get back on stage again. But luckily it went well, and 10 years later I'm still doing it. I've got to open for some pretty cool acts and stuff, some bigger comedians and stuff like that. So that's real cool.
Edward, did you have any questions for Ricarlo?
Well, I could kick myself for missing some of the acts at the Back Alley Comedy Club.
Yeah, we've had some pretty pretty dope acts come through, like T.J. Miller and Tom Green.
Tom Green, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Tom Green. That was.
I'm a huge Tom Green fan.
Really?
Definitely
Did you go to the show?
I missed the show. I was out of town when that.
When it happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
He's come a couple of times.
Yeah. He's come a couple of times. He's a different kind of cat.
Yeah, he is.
He's a different
Yeah.
kind of
I
cat.
follow his YouTube channel. He's up in Canada again.
Oh,
And,
is he back out there?
Yeah,
Nice.
he's homesteading in Canada.
Nice.
He's like raising animals and stuff and making a podcast about it. Very funny stuff. A theme of this episode is relationships.
Oh, God.
So I would imagine being a stand-up comedian, there's probably some of the most, the biggest human critics we have on the planet, that you would have some material about relationships.
I got some stuff about relationships. I'm trying to date right now. I'm single.
Yeah.
So I'm like in it, but the problem is I'm 40 and single.
Yes.
So everything.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
So everything is just so different. I think it's hard for me to date because I don't want to talk on the phone anymore. Like I'm over phone calls. Like just text me. If you can't, just text me or wait till you see me in person. And
Sure.
I think that's what's like a big barrier between me and getting in relationships, because I'll like look at my phone and stop ringing and be like, "What do you want?" Like, 'cause I just don't understand it.
I mean, you draw inspiration in your bits and stuff that you do in your stand-up act.
Oh, so for my life? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. About 95% of my act comes from just things that happen to me. Okay. Or I'll just be sitting down and I'll be like, yeah, that seems kind of funny.
Yeah.
And I'll just expand upon the thought.
Yeah.
But yeah, all my stuff comes from my life, growing up. A lot of stuff is based on growing up here in Muskegon and stuff like that.
Yeah. What do you think about men?
Just men in general?
Yeah, men.
Just dudes?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's pretty cool to be a man right now.
I think it's very cool to be a man.
It's pretty cool to be a man right
Yeah.
now. I was talking to my friend on the way here because I was like, I don't know if they're gonna human traffic me or not.
Wait, us?
Yeah.
The talk show? Oh.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if this might be a setup. And then I go, and then like I'm human trafficked. And she was like, don't worry, because you're out of like the age range.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
I was like, nobody wants
That's a
just
fair point.
Nobody's just like, bring me a dude. Like
Yeah.
nobody's just wants just a 40-year-old dude. Like I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, I forgot the question because I'm a little high right now.
So how do you feel about men in this? Do you feel like there's a war on men? Do you believe in the war on men?
No.
No?
No, I think it's cool because like now as men we can actually express our feelings.
Yeah.
You know, I know that's not like the alpha thing to do or whatever. You're
Yeah.
supposed to like swallow that down or whatever.
Yeah.
Like our dads did and have a heart attack at 55.
Yeah.
But I prefer to live a nice long life. So
Yeah.
I want to like go to my therapist and talk about my feelings and like not just drink and cry when the kids go to sleep.
So what you're saying is it's okay for men to cry.
It's okay for men to cry. It's okay for men to cry. Even out of the shower. I know most dudes save it till they get in the shower, but I just cry like at work. Like at work, under my desk. I don't care.
I was thinking about starting a club where men get together and we cry together.
A cry club?
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. I will be down for that. I'll be the first member of your cry club.
Well, go to our website, sign in to the Cry Club. We're going to meet every
It's like
third Friday, so
every
we
th-
can
so I
cry
can- yeah.
and then laugh.
Yep. We'll cry, then we'll laugh, avoid the shows. It's like the opposite of the Fight Club.
Yeah. It's actually better than Fight Club because you can talk about it.
True. You could
As men.
First rule of Cry Club, talk about Cry Club.
Elena, you look like you're kind of bottling something up over there.
I mean, I think it's okay for men to cry.
But how do you feel
Good
about the
release.
war on men?
War?
The war on men.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Do you think women have it harder?
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like we both have our ups and downs. 'cause-
Sounds like you have some opinions. You want to host the show? We'll see how. I mean, if women can do everything men can do.
Oh, no. Here we go. Yeah.
happening here. This is
That's
good.
a first.
This is good.
Just, take one of these
Oh, there you go.
hats right here.
Gotta rock the hat.
Yeah. All right. So. So, you do comedy shows, right? What's that like? Like, do you get nervous?
Sometimes it's weird because like I honestly get nervous for smaller crowds than I do for bigger crowds.
Like this right now?
Yeah, like this right now. Like, I still get nervous. I feel like if it's ever a time where I'm not nervous, I usually don't do well. Like if I'm too confident, like I don't know if that's. I feel like with comedy you have to have like, there has to be like that self-doubt for you because to push through. And if you're too confident, then like alpha males can't do. They can't do comedy. Is that it? Is that the alpha male or is that the Illuminati? What am I doing?
This is Andrew Tate.
This is Andrew Tate, the power hands.
Okay.
Cobra Tate.
Yeah.
I understand why you guys have such trouble putting these on, dude.
You tried dicking me, huh?
Sorry, not everybody can get a gold-plated microphone on their disc.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
What
Have you
does-
ever had like a bad experience?
Doing comedy?
Yes.
Or just in general?
Just someone interrupting you, like a baby cry, or
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
just
Yeah.
you wanting to leave like immediately, like feeling
Oh.
very uncomfortable.
God, yes. So it was probably my first year in comedy, and I used to do a show down at the God, what's the name of that bar? It burned down.
Dreamers.
Dreamers.
Yeah.
Yes, I used to do a show at Dreamers. And the owner Malachi wanted me to open up for a blues band, and the blues band was like an hour late. And the crowd was mad, and it was like all old black people. And I was like, oh, okay, I got this. And he was like, I'm gonna throw you up there. And I was like, okay. And then he was just like, all right, we got some comedy. Come on, Ricardo. And I said, all right, great. So I went up there, and when my foot hit the stage, all I heard from the back was, can I cuss on this?
Yeah.
Oh, all I heard from the back was, motherfucker, you better be funny. And I was like, oh, shit.
The pressure's on.
Yeah. I went up there. I bombed for like 10 minutes. No laughs. None. They was like, oh, this motherfucker suck. And I was like, God dang. I just got off stage, got my bag, left. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But luckily I kept going. But yeah, that was probably my worst experiences bombing like that, yeah. Then I just did a show for Muskegon High School. For like the teenagers and stuff, and that was kind of hard too. And I wanted to do good because my kids go there, and I didn't want them to be like, your dad sucks. So, like if your kids' friends see your content, see what you do, you want to be fired, I think.
So Edward, what do you think about him and his stuff? What he does?
Well, did you ever have someone complain about your comedy being offensive?
No, I haven't run into that, luckily, because I try not to. I don't really do a lot of like current events and stuff like that. So all my jokes are pretty much are making fun of myself. So I'm trying to think if I ever had any instances where somebody was like, I didn't like that. I've had jokes where people were uncomfortable, and I could feel like the uncomfort, but that's about it. But nobody's ever been like, no, I don't like that, or something like that.
No, it was the wrong time. You were supposed to. All right, let's take this.
He's like, let's switch this up.
Let's see it. I mean, some roles just make sense. supposed to. You gotta live in that. Oh, sometimes you get a little crazy with it. Well,
bad.
Ricarlo,
Wasn't
it's
crazy
been. Elena's getting mic'd back up.
Yeah.
We'll wait that, because otherwise it's gonna be like.
All right.
Yeah, that would be a...
Oh, I'm still wearing your hat. Okay.
Rocket.
Ricarlo, it's been a wonderful interview.
Thank you.
If people want to find out more info, how can they track you down?
They can follow us on RJN Comedy on all the social medias. Just put in RJN Comedy and we'll pop up. Or you can just follow me right directly on my personal Facebook, Ricarlo Williams-Winston. I usually post just whatever's comes to mind is what I post on there. So
Yeah, I've seen little bits of comedy sets. I've seen,
Yeah.
it definitely brightens up my day. Definitely
I
keeps me
try.
out of the doom scroller.
good.
Doom scrolling on Facebook.
Good. I'm trying to break the doom scrolling.
Gotta break it up.
Gotta break it up.
Right, Edward? It's been an awesome interview. You're going to do a live performance for us here after this next commercial break. So everybody stick around. We're going to have Ricarlo in the booth.
All right.
It's Real Late Hours. That's Muskegon's one and only late night talk show. The universe's only AI produced talk show. And we'll be right back after these messages. Men, we have something to talk about, and it's serious. There's something at our doorstep, and we gotta open that door and confront it. There's a war on men. And what I want to tell you about right now, right here, right now, is that this war on men can be stopped, and I have the solution.
It's gonna be all right. You can cry, but you don't need to.
They out there, they want to tell you a different story. They want to tell you it's not okay to cry as a man. And what I'm saying is there's a solution. It's crying.
Yeah, this is Rob. Yeah, just let it out, man. Just gonna let it rip. Just imagine somebody patting you on the back, soothing you. Just let it out, man. Big man tears.
Call right now. Operators are standing by 24/7, 365, and they want to listen to you cry.
Hello, you're calling for the war on men again. Oh, abuse from a woman? Misconceived of being called a narcissist? You came to the right place. Yes, it's okay. It's okay. You're alright. You can cry. No, I'm here.
Men, stand up. Stand up for your right. Feel strong. Feel empowered to cry like a real man.
Thanks for holding. This is Corey. Damn. Oh, what was that?
I'll tell you about trauma. I'll tell you about a whole life and not being able to cry. A standard against men.
Yeah, man. I get my feelings hurt every other weekend. It's okay to cry. Yeah.
No man left behind. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she emasculated you and hit you with a bat, and then she left you and took your kids. Yeah, it's fine. Let it all out. You're not the only one. It's fine. Just cry a river. Come on. Let it flow.
Call right now. You can call our crying hotline. It's toll free. It doesn't cost you a thing, and it beats them. It stops this war on men. Call right now, 231-333-8044. The future depends on it.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? It's your boy Ricarlo. I'm here on the Real Late Hours talk show on Channel 1. But the theme for the show tonight is relationships, and I'm doing the relationships. Well, okay, I'm lying. I ain't doing the fucking relationship thing. I'm trying to date right now. I'm single. And I like dating. Like, I like the concept of dating, but I'm afraid to go into relationships because you give up too much going from dating into a relationship. Like, people out there watching, I don't know if you guys are, in relationships or live with your significant other, but like, remember the good old days when you could, leave? Like, remember that? Remember the power of a good leave? Like, somebody's being crazy and you're like, oh, fuck this. I'm going someplace else. And you went to a completely different place away from the crazy zone. Like, that's nice. Like, what do you do when you live with your significant other and they're getting on your nerves? You just roll over aggressively and make that fucking blanket border between the two of you? Like, that fucking thing doesn't do anything. Like, you can still feel them staring at the back of your head like, man, if I was dating this motherfucker, I'd go home right now. Like, that's the things you give up dating, when you go into a relationship. And then you got to talk, you got to talk about your feelings and shit. Like, I like dating because it's based mostly on just being hot. Like, it's just being attractive. Like, they haven't got to know me deeper as a person and all this bullshit. But, like, I just don't like... I like this booth. I know that. I do like this booth. I like this booth more than I like relationships. And here's another reason why I don't like relationships. And this might just be my experience with relationships. But I feel like the oral sex we get from both sides, man or woman, is way better when you're dating than it is once you're in a relationship. Because when you're in a relationship, like, it becomes like obligatory, like they kind of have to do it, Like, dudes out there, you ever try to get head from your girl on a random Wednesday and she looks at you like you're a fucking monster? She's like, you want me to do what? Like, is it your birthday? It ain't your birthday. Is it not the anniversary? You just want me to put... All right, man, come on, hurry up, give me your dick. Like, I don't want nobody to ask for my dick like that. Like, I want enthusiasm in your voice when you ask for my dick. That's all I'm saying. But like when you're dating somebody and you're getting ready to leave, it's still based on just being hot. So they'll be like, oh, where are you going? You getting ready to go to work? Oh, I love a go-getter. Come here, you. Nom. Okay, if she's doing it right, it probably shouldn't sound like that. Like, that's another reason why I'm single. A lot of weird sounding blowjobs out here, y'all. No, I'm just playing. But but yeah, relationships are tough because it involves other people. And then when you try to have a relationship by yourself, you get judged. And I don't have that much lotion in my house to have a relationship by myself, is what I'm getting at. Want me to keep going? I can just keep going. I got feelings about this. I can just keep ranting about things in this fucking booth. I love this booth. I feel like I wish I was a rapper. I wish I was an 80s rapper so I could talk about my Converse. That's all they talked about in the 80s. Fucking Converse. Wasn't nobody doing lean. They was just wearing Converse and Kangos in the 80s. That's all it was. But this is dope, man. This is cool. I don't know what this little guy is. I like him there. This is dope, though. More on relationships. Ladies, this is for the ladies. I really feel like if you gotta let your man jerk off. You do. Like, and you don't judge him for it. Like, don't make him leave like he's got to get a hotel room to jerk off. Like, don't make him feel bad about it, because like sometimes men, we just need to come to our senses. Like, I'm for real. You ever thought about doing something dumb and then you jerked off and that thought completely went out of your head? Like, well, that was fucking stupid. Like, I love my family. Like, I probably shouldn't bang this stripper. Like, that's why you should let your man jerk off more and don't judge him, because he's never going to bang those chicks that he sees online. He's never going to get to them. But he can get to you and he loves you, but he's just got to jerk off to them, because you can't jerk off to your girlfriend, because that's how serial killers get started. I think some dude was like looking at his wife and jerking off to her, and then he was like, well, all these whores got to go. And that's how that's how it happened. But I'm just saying, ladies, just let your man jerk off, and men, let your ladies flick their bean if they need to. Just sometimes you don't do what you're supposed to. And if she rolls over and gets her little rocket out of the drawer, don't feel bad. Take the voyage with her. That's all I'm saying. You hear just, oh, we're taking off, baby. Call me Neil Armstrong. Let's do it. That's all I'm saying, guys. That's just my 2 cents on it, I guess, on relationships.